Our source material is from The Art of Letting Go. Think of us as your language tutors for the next few minutes. We're going to use this dialogue between two characters, Bear and Rabbit, to really help you nail down some key vocabulary and idioms.
And you'll hear the contrast. Bear is, very calm and wise, while Rabbit is full of anxiety.
The emotions are key, so let's just listen to the whole thing first.
Okay, here we go.
You've been staring at that resignation letter for a while, Rabbit, or is it just a very long grocery list?
Sighs. I wish. No, it's about that photography club I've led for 5 years. I know I need to quit to focus on my new business, but the idea of it just being over is hard. It really does perplex me why I'm so hesitant to just hit send.
I get it. You've built that club from nothing. You feel territorial about it because it's a part of who you are, but honestly, Rabbit, you're exhausted. You need to unwind and let that version of yourself go before you burn out.
But what if the club falls apart without me? I've tried so hard to keep everything so orderly and perfect for the members, I feel like I'm abandoning them.
If it falls apart, it falls apart. Sometimes an ending is necessary to facilitate something better for them too. Maybe a new leader has a more eccentric style that the group actually needs right now, something different from your approach.
I don't know. I always thought endings were failures, like a movie that belongs to some tragic genre. I hate the feeling of things being unfinished.
That's where you're wrong. Endings aren't failures, they're transformations. You don't need to contrive a reason to stay just because you're afraid of the empty space. Think of it like a field after harvest. It looks empty, but that's what allows the soil to rest.
It's just that the future feels so blank. It kind of starts to mystify me when I try to picture what I'll be doing a month from now.
That mystery is a gift, Rabbit. You don't need to inscribe every detail of your future in stone today. Just close this chapter first and let the rest happen.
Taking a deep breath. You're right. I've been holding on to the past so tightly that I don't have my hands free for anything new.
Exactly. Let it go. Think of it like that death card philosophy we talked about once. It's not about an end, it's just making room for a better life.
Thanks, Dare. I really needed that. I think I'm ready to send that email now and see what happens.
Okay, so a lot to unpack there. The central theme is all about transformation, right? Closing a chapter.
And Bear frames it with that death card idea, which, for anyone who doesn't know tarot, it's not literal.
Not at all. It just signifies a big, necessary ending to make room for something new to grow. It's a perfect frame for the vocabulary here.
So let's start with Rabbit's first big word. He says, it really does perplex me.
Yeah, and that's so much stronger than just saying, it confuses me.
Right. To be perplexed is, it's when your own feelings baffle your own logic. You know you should do something, but you just can't figure out why you aren't. It's that internal mystery.
And Bear puts his finger right on it. He says Rabbit feels territorial.
Which is a great word. It's not just about land. We get territorial over our ideas, our projects at work, even our relationships. Rabbit feels this deep ownership over the club.
For sure, and that's what's driving his need to keep everything so orderly and perfect. He's afraid to let go of control.
Which brings us to Bear's warning. He says, you don't need to contrive a reason to stay.
To contrive, I love that word. It basically means to invent or to scheme up an excuse that isn't really genuine. It's an artificial reason.
It's a way of tricking yourself, really.
Yeah.
And because Rabbit is doing this, the future starts to mystify him.
Another great word, it's like perplex, but maybe even stronger. To be mystified is to be utterly bewildered. The future isn't just confusing, it's like a thick fog he can't see through.
But Bear's whole point is that this ending could facilitate something better.
Right. Facilitate just means to make something easier. The ending makes space, makes it easier for a new leader to step in.
A leader who might even be a bit eccentric.
A little unconventional, a little strange, and maybe that's exactly what the group needs to evolve.
So let's tie this all together for you. The practical takeaway here is about applying these words. Bear tells Rabbit he needs to unwind, to relax after all that tension.
Absolutely. And then there's Rabbit's big breakthrough moment at the end. It's grammatically beautiful. He says, I've been holding on to the past so tightly.
That tense is so important. The present, perfect, continuous. I have been holding.
Exactly. It emphasizes this long, continuous action that started way back and is still affecting him right now. He literally doesn't have his hands free for anything new because they are still busy holding on.
It's such a perfect marriage of grammar and meaning. The lesson is right there in the structure of the sentence.
It really is. So the challenge for you is to stop hoarding on and start using these words.
Yeah, go out and find a situation that perplexes you today and try to describe it. That's how you make it stick.